What's good, everyone? Today we're discussing music, but first, fair use! Fair use! Fair use! This is all fair use and it's extremely obvious. Anyways, music. Music is incredibly important for basically everybody I know, and to be honest, I'm automatically suspicious of you if you don't have a constant soundtrack narrating your life. Even if it's absolute bot music, it's still better than nothing. Like seriously, I have a friend who unironically listens to trending TikTok sounds, but he has a heart of gold, so he gets a pass. All my shooters got hearts of gold. And for me at least, I'm always looking for new music. Usually I find it by just getting blessed by the Spotify algorithm or having my friends put it on. So I have a very weird Spotify list at the moment. But honestly, social media is a pretty good way to find new stuff. Like, I was sleeping on trans girl hyperpop until Instagram put me on. So Instagram can be a great way to promote music, but in order to get good publicity on this app and translate that to a career, you still have to make good music, and I think a lot of Instagram artists didn't get the memo because there's a lot of dog shit on this platform.
Soaking pickles in that PCP.
So today, I've gathered all the absolute garbage I could find for various reasons, whether it just be wildly offensive messages, or just musical incompetence.
Really though, not kidding, bro. My parents didn't know about this music thing up until a few months ago.
And also, don't harass anybody, this is for lighthearted entertainment and criticism purposes. Anyways, let's get it. So I classify shitty music into a couple different categories. The first that I want to cover is music that is technically good, but the content itself is terrible. So basically, musical grifters. Here's an example.
You're not gay, it's a demon that's inside of you.
Do I even have to say it, dude? Like, serious philosophical question. If a joke is this easy to make, is it even funny anymore? It's like, you already expect it, you already know what's coming. Demon that's inside of you? That's pretty gay. Subscribe if you love low-hanging fruit.
You ain't born that way, don't let it try to lie to you. I rebuke demons up by faith, hope you find the truth. I'm exposing these demons that try to hide in you.
You know, that's it. After hearing this song, I'm homophobic now. I am no longer a member of the LGBT. Sorry, ally of the LGBT. I'm not gay, except for that one time, 2 times. Okay, jokes aside again, I'm not actually homophobic, except for that one time. It's just my point is that, like, is that what he thinks is gonna happen when we listen to this? Like, yeah, dude, I was totally accepting of gay people until I heard this song. Like, the kid makes a point. Gay people probably do like demons inside of them. Subscribe for more low-hanging fruit. Sorry, Roll's editor here. As I've been editing this video, this song kind of became a bit of a vocal stim, which is, like, really, really bad. I was walking around my house the other day, I was just like, you're not gay, it's a demon that's inside of you. And I'm just like, wait. No, there's like 20 reasons that I cannot make that a vocal stim. I'll stick with the soaking pickles in that PCP song. That's a better vocal stim. That's a little more acceptable, I'd say.
Soaking pickles in that PCP.
Like, seriously, what is the point of this music? All it really does is spread hate, and it's not really changing anyone's mind. Like, no ally is gonna suddenly, like, switch over and become conservative because they heard this fucking song. But yeah, more on the kid himself. He's not actually a solo artist. These songs are written for him by his dad.
They, them, his, hers. See, Sim, wait, what are these words?
Dude, how is this kid a better rapper than he is? Also, his dad's a complete wannabe Tom McDonald, which is like the lamest dream I've ever seen. It's like, out of everybody you could wanna be like, you want to be Tom McDonald? Like aim higher, dude, please, man. People told this guy to aim for the stars, but he just jumped into some fucking power lines and brought his kid with him. And it's honestly sad to me about the kid, because, like, low-key, he's not bad. Like, he doesn't have to be in the grifterverse. I feel like most grifters are there because they make bad music, so they have to pander to a certain audience. But this kid's actually decent. And, like, I even saw, like, actual rappers in his comment section, like 1900 Rugrats. So if he wasn't doing this weird grifting thing, he might actually have eyes on him. And he could have, like, a funny little gimmick and kind of get ahead early. But he's not doing that. Instead, he's a kid whose dad is indoctrinating him to hate gay people and really just nuking his future digital footprint. Like, I feel like it wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that this is a form of abuse. No, like, seriously, though.
Never thought it would happen to me. Get a knock on the door from CPS. It's funny because I watch my kids like a hawk and they don't ever leave the nest.
Dude, I was gonna make the joke that this is music for people who know the price of copper wire, but that's not even hyperbole. That's just true. Like, who gets their kids taken by CPS and is just like, man, this calls for a musical number. Like, what? Like, dude, how many wrong turns do you have to make in life to end up in the situation where you're making a CPS diss track? It's so funny to me. This is like the grifter equivalent of vent art. Okay, sorry, Royal's very disheveled editor here again. I really can't be bothered right now. I really need to hammer home real quick that, like, I showed you some of the tame stuff, but these songs are actually incredibly hateful. Like, even for conservative standards, these are, like, outwardly calling for violence. Like, look at the shirt.
You a woman cause you rockin' a stiletto. Don't make me get my airsoft, I'm knocking off a pedo.
not only are they conflating, like, you know, LGBT people with predators, which is obviously wrong to anybody who cares about the facts, but he's making his kid sing it. He just wrote this rap for his kid. And, like, this is a legacy that this kid is gonna have going into adulthood. Like, dude, if my dad indoctrinated me with homophobic raps, he's going to the retirement home. But he didn't do that. So you're safe, Dad. But yeah, like I was saying, the concept of a CPS diss track is insane. Like, what's next? A diss track on shitty fishermen?
Take off that Bass Pro hat, you do not fish. Nah, you do not angle. Every time you try to cast, get your line tangled.
I honestly love this sort of music though. It's like just low stakes, petty personal beef with like just a super niche group. I love it. I honestly wish more artists did that sort of thing. And hey, be the change you wish to see. If I ever start a rap career, my first song is gonna be me dissing the person who cut me off in traffic on the way to the studio. So yeah, stay tuned for Young Royal, alright? Riding with my dog and a stick like a blind person. Yeah, this is not for me. But anyways, moving on. While most artists talk about real-world problems, even if they are hateful grifters, the next person couldn't give a damn about reality because all of her songs are about how she's an alien.
It's hard being an alien, being a human. The only way to activate is through the it's hard.
Yeah, so I did a video on these people a while back, and they typically call themselves starseeds. So the whole concept is that they are in human bodies, but their souls are like aliens. And they were sent down here to fulfill like a divine mission of love. And that divine mission of love is usually to take copious amounts of DMT, work for Lockheed Martin, be super fucking condescending to everybody, and do nothing to actually fix the problems in the world. It's a really weird self-absorbed cult that would completely disappear if you switch their normal pills with antipsychotics. If you can't tell, I don't like these people very much. They're so self-absorbed. Wow. Someone should make a video about that. As for the song itself though, it's not terrible, but it's not really good either. It's just kind of bland. I also find it hilarious that this is music by and for people who think they're aliens. It's like, that's such a limited audience, dude. Like, why are you even posting this to Instagram? There's probably like a dozen other people who believe this. Just DM it to them at that point.
What if Santa Claus is an alien, disguised as a jolly old human?
Also, what's with this little freak right here, dude? He doesn't even have any lines. He's just entirely here for the vibe. It reminds me of music videos when the rapper has their ugly-ass friends start swarming the camera. It's like, who are you, dude? And you know, I can't really judge, because as soon as I hit a mil on YouTube, I am dropping a gigantic nepotism video where I just plug everybody I know. Starting with my dentist, because I literally got my wisdom teeth out like 3 days ago, and I'm fine. So yeah, shout out my dentist, dog. But yeah, and then after I drop that video, I'm going to switch up on all my day ones and forget where I came from. So yeah, subscribe if you want to see that. And hurry up, because my day ones are getting really annoying. The last thing about her music, though, is that, like, these don't even feel like songs, though.
Human, and his reindeer are actually a spaceship. That's how he teleports around the planet giving gifts in the blip.
They feel like an informational pamphlet that she's reading in a sing-song voice, just so she can educate the world about aliens. And I feel like a lot of, especially religious and political artists, will make songs that, like, try to, you know, espouse their beliefs, which is totally valid to do. But they completely forget about the actual important part, which is to make a good song.
Hey kid, just died to making you all ADHD. I've just opened up a can of controversy, making me the target of political crack D.
I think he's got ADHD too, because he can't even focus on the beat. And this is really what I mean. It's like, you can have the most motivational, meaningful music ever, which, not saying this is, but you could. But you still gotta make it good!
Soaking pickles in that PCP.
And then another thing that this guy does that I think is really emblematic of Instagram artists in general. Oh, hold on, gotta let a guy in. And I feel like this guy's so emblematic of another thing that a lot of Instagram rappers don't really understand. It's like his marketing's really bad, like his whole strategy is. And then he has 523 posts at the time of me writing this. So like, dude, you have more posts than you have listeners. Why would you not focus more on the music aspect than the marketing? Why in the world would post 524 be your big break? Why would that change out of all of the others? You know what I mean? It's like, go make more music, make better songs, improve your craft. Like seriously, that's a huge problem within the Instagram artist sphere. It's actually the definition of insanity. I don't get the like mindset behind this. But no, again, 524 is gonna make it work. You've already got the music part figured out clearly.
Can I come, Professor Amtro? Na 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 no.
Here's another example of this sort of thing.
The fruits kept tumbling down in the city that we fruited in. Fruit clouds roll over the fruit hills.
Like, okay, you have a message, you're making a song to spread that message, but The song sucks. Like, this is a Chris Chan tier music parody. It literally sounds like Virgin with rage.
Tell me why I'm stuck as a virgin with rage. Tell me why I so need a cute girl my age.
Like, who is this gonna convince? And as for the message itself, you're probably confused. Yeah, this guy popped up on my feed, and apparently he's a proponent of a worldwide fruit-based diet because of the economic benefit. What the fuck are these artists, man? I started this video expecting to go into just a bunch of out-of-tune singing and weird political grifters, but no, apparently I'm listening to President Pineapple's manifesto now.
If everyone eats only fruit forever, we will have a new global system.
I don't even know what to say to that. I feel like this guy needs his own video at some point, because what the hell am I watching? Subscribe for that, I guess. And what's hilarious is that right now he's the only employee, and he's public with his revenue, and he has made $0 in 4 years, but has spent like 100K. Where's this money going, dude? Where are you putting this? Clearly not into music production.
I used to eat cooked food, came up, I wanna eat my fruit.
But yeah, so this guy isn't the only one spreading weird esoteric ideologies through music. Because that's actually a really common theme among Instagram artists. Such as this girl right here.
Taco Bell is vegan. Taco Bell gon' see it. Taco Bell is vegan. Taco Bell gon' see it. Taco Bell is vegan. Taco Bell gon' see it.
Yeah, so her entire social media presence is duetting various Taco Bell videos and then insisting that they should go vegan. And she's not exactly a musician. Most of her videos look like this.
Taco Bell, I want it so bad right now.
Taco Bell is vegan. 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 Taco Bell is vegan.
But like, as you saw, eventually she was like, man, how do I get the message out more? I gotta make a song about it.
On the 12th, on the 3rd day of Christmas, Taco Bell! They have lots of vegan options now. I did this campaign when Taco Bell's doing having a lot of vegan options. Day 3 of 12, for the 12th day of Christmas, Taco Bell vegan edition.
And look, I love music with a point, but I honestly don't think music's very persuasive. It's really mainly for people who already agree with you. A lot of these artists don't really get much success because they have such a one-track mind. Like, all their marketing or posts center around just one gimmick that they try to blow up off of. The thing is, if you get tired of that gimmick or you don't think Taco Bell should turn fully vegan, then there's really nothing to like, you know? Here's an example of one of those gimmicks. Pop punk band from Israel. Oh, great heavens. Guys, is Zionism punk? But yeah, so these guys' entire marketing gimmick is that they're from Israel. And I don't know, dude, that just feels like anti-marketing to me. Like, who does that appeal to, right? I couldn't actually play any of this because of copyright, but literally, it was so startlingly generic. It's like you just averaged out every emo band ever, and then took away what actually made them good. What? No. Are you telling me that a Zionist stole something? No, that would never happen. Oh my god, is that Elvis Israeli? Speaking of stealing stuff though, Instagram rappers often do this thing, where they try to really ride the coattails of someone more successful, and advertise them as being the next X or Y artist. And like, when have you ever seen the next Playboi Carti or the next Lil Uzi blow up? Never, because I would just listen to them instead of the next one. Like, you are not the next Carti, especially when you sound like this.
Rhyming is a part of this game, but we don't do it for fame.
Yeah, I can tell. Like, wow, that's absurd. Average Carti fan. Don't get me wrong, I like a lot of his songs, but him and his fan base are just unbelievable sometimes. Like, have you ever seen the time where he iced out a lollipop and then just started sucking on that shit? Oh, like, dude, it's stones. You don't get anything from this. Like, just hold it, dude, or put it in your mouth. It's just an aura piece. You don't have to do all this. Also, again, the fans. Look at this video.
They say Playboi Carti died once. He disappeared, and when he came back, he wasn't the same. The voice was different, darker. He was no longer dropping songs, it was more like dropping spells. The ad-libs, they were like whispers from a different world. His fans, no longer fans, now followers, screaming the lyrics like literal scripture. They say Carti sold his soul, and the truth is maybe he did.
Get a grip, please, dude. Anyways, yeah, sorry, I just had to show somebody that because that's been driving me nuts lately. The Playboi Carti fan base are these Swifties of the rap world. Actually, no, I think that goes to Youngboy fans, but I actually like Youngboy fans because they're all crazy dedicated. Carti fans just tend to be obnoxious, except for their subreddit. That subreddit's peak comedy. Speaking of obnoxious though, check this out.
Charlie Kirk just shot. People laughing at his death. Never got to meet you. I'm praying for your wife and your kids. The days of evil. Guess that makes life what it is. The strife in the bliss, Jedi in the Sith, ice in the mist that I should have been, died in my sin.
I'm sorry, this is what Hamilton sounds like to me. Also, dude, streaming on all platforms, is that a threat? Anyways, I'm not gonna dox what college he goes to, but I have an inside source there, and apparently he's a campus meme for doing this. Like, people know this guy, and they sing his songs as a joke. It was probably the scooter couple that told everybody. They drove by, heard this, and just had to go warn everybody, like Gen Z Paul Revere. And dude, I have yet to hear a good Charlie Kirk memorial song. Like, I mean, it kind of makes sense because the conservative grifter sphere has no actual actual musical talent. But seriously, the most famous Charlie Kirk memorial song is AI generated. And I can't even play it here because for some fucking reason you're allowed to copyright AI songs. You didn't make it. Why are you allowed to copyright it? That's stupid. But in case you haven't heard what I'm talking about, here's some other guy's impression of it.
We are Charlie Kirk. We'll carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel. We'll honor his name. We are Charlie Kirk.
But yeah, if you spend any time on Instagram Reels, you've probably heard that by now. I don't know, it's just such a funny song because, like, for one, it's AI generated and it literally mispronounces words. It says gospel like gospel and they didn't bother to rerun it. The lyrics itself are just insane too. It's like, honor his name. Is he Jesus or something? Like, what? What kind of a lyric is that? And I just really wanted to bring this one up because I almost cried laughing when I first heard this. Like, you know how everyone remembers where they were on 9/11? I remember exactly where I was when I first heard this song. I remember the fit I was wearing, the food I was eating, the seat I was sitting at, and the friend I was with. And I nearly cried laughing. It was so bad. Oh, dude. So perfect. So perfect. I love it. This dropped a week after the incident, dude. Like, this dude saw this happen and he's just like, yes, fire up the Water Guzzler 3000. We gotta generate a cash grab real quick. This song really made me realize how well my life is truly going. It's like, hear me out. No matter how bad things are going, no matter how low you get, you are not making AI generated Charlie Kirk songs, and I think that's fucking beautiful. Like, I'm not even joking. I was seriously feeling crappy the other day, and then I was like, man, I'm not making AI generated music. I'm chilling, bro. Again, just beautiful. Like, every day I wake up and I thank the powers that be that I'm not one of those weird AI Twitter cultists. Like, every time I read an Elon Musk reply section, I just lose like 5 years of my lifespan. It's, ugh. Honey Badger drinks when he wants. That's not me. That's not me, dude. My life is great. I have better things to do than suck up to Elon Musk, and that makes me happy. Like drop furries. But yeah, let's move on to something a little less serious. Let's get back on track. So one of the funniest genres of Instagram music that I kind of mentioned earlier are the people who make really specific songs about personal beef or issues and then just advertise it on Instagram Reels. Here's my favorite example.
We never said goodbye. We were just casualties. When did we learn to fly? Class of 2020.
But dude, quarantine was 5.5 years ago. Whoa, don't think about that. But like, seriously, it was 5.5 years ago. Why are we still mad about this? I do feel bad for the seniors who missed their graduation because of that, or like just that entire senior year. That does suck. But like, dude, that was 2020. If you went to college immediately after, you are halfway through a master's degree right now. Like, dude, I'm class of 2022 and I just got my degree. That's how long ago this was. I just can't believe that people are still making songs about, like, that era. And I don't know, it's just such a hilarious concept to me that there's someone out here still fighting for the rights of the class of 2020. And you might be like, oh, maybe this is an old song. Dude, this released last month. What? Why does this call for a musical number? And this is a question you could ask about this song as well.
Jesus wasn't from Kentucky, but sure sounds like it could be. Down here in this slice of heaven, he feel right at home, I reckon.
Jesus was a brown Palestinian. If he was in Kentucky, he would get deported, unfortunately. Although I will say, turning water into beer is an absolute bar. Dude, I'm sorry, but I try to enjoy every genre of music. Again, my Spotify is absolutely bizarre right now, but post 9/11 country is just, oh, dude, that's like the one thing I can't get into ever. Like, listening to Instagram country music fills me with the same existential dread that I get by watching ASU frat TikToks. Let's look at some more.
You shop at fancy shops, I shop at Walmart. You're so beautiful with cow boots on.
At least this is authentic. Like, he couldn't even name a fancy shop. That's how you know he's a real country boy. He's never even stepped foot in a city. Fancy shops.
It's waking up, busting your butt, trying to earn a little extra pay. It's taking her out when you get off to the creek for a fishing day.
Am I tripping, or does so much country music just sound the exact same that, like, I can't even differentiate any artists? It's set the metronome to 90 BPM, bust out the acoustic guitar, and sing about God, family, and country. Over and over! That's every song! I'm well aware that there's a lot of, like, subgenres of country, and the country music I'm criticizing is a lot of the more, like, mainstream radio stuff, but still, it's like, it's such a bizarre genre. But honestly, though, I would prefer cookie-cutter country music over tech bro romance songs.
And he's gonna like matcha. He'll probably work at a startup. He'll be CEO of my fan club.
Silicon Valley has to go. In fact, the entire Bay Area has to go. We're cutting it off and throwing it into the ocean. I'm sorry, I have one friend who lives there. You can come live with me, bro. You could be a Bay Area expat. The rest of y'all are going into the ocean. Like, are we serious, dude? Matcha and startups? I at least hope Palantir raised your social credit score after dropping this. I don't know, dude. This is just so horrible to me. And that's another thing I really hate about Instagram artists. It's like, they just latch onto any trend imaginable, shit out a song as quick as possible, and then just spam post to promote it. It's like, what? Dude, it's so gimmicky. And it's like, when have musical gimmicks ever worked? Like, if you gotta rely on, like, trends and gimmicks to make music, that just means you're a shit artist. And I'm not saying you can't do them. Like, for example, Babytron has A to Z and 100 bars, which are both, like, kind of gimmicky meme songs, but they're actually good, and the rest of his discography is actually good and, like, unironic. But yeah, I don't know. Let's cover the complete opposite of this. Let's check out my favorite artist of all time on this app. And that's The Real IGB.
Human versus Orange Bee. Who can prove they are not shady?
I ain't got time for shady deals.
And I don't know. The reason I want to cover him mainly is that, like, he has the most absurd marketing strategy I've ever seen in my life.
Human versus Hyperdog. Who's more hyper?
I don't care about Ura, cause right now I'm hyper. It's a beautiful day.
Last year, this dude blew up on TikTok by posting this style of video literally every day. Yep, that was it. He proceeded to make variations of this every day and just spam posted them for months on end.
What does this make you think of? Ability, agility, mobility, and capacity.
Ability, agility, mobility, capacity.
And for some reason, TikTok loved it. They would recommend it to the same, like, 10, 20,000 people constantly. It got to the point that, like, every comment section, the top comment was, hey guys, same time tomorrow. Because literally every day you would boot it up and this would be the first thing on your feed. There was like a group that would just automatically get it. It was so funny, dude. Like, I didn't even follow him and I just keep getting him on my feed. It was so weird. And I just really want to know how he came up with that concept. He's just sitting there one day like, how can I promote my music?
It's time to expose all the imposters among us. I show speed anytime they wanna come near me.
These videos feel like a fever dream. It's just so incoherent. He actually does a lot of high effort skits nowadays and continues to make music, so big ups to that guy. I wish him the best. It's just really funny to me because, like, how do you come up with that? How do you come up with this? Who thought of this? Anyways, though, that's all I got for today. Thanks to all my Instagram followers who sent me music to cover. If you love democracy, go follow my Instagram and subscribe to my channel. If you don't love democracy, I will forgive you if you watch more videos. Later.